you truly can collect every single card in this game for free. I think that's the one thing that a lot of people really want to know. Can I actually complete my collection for free? Yes, you can. And that's, I think, an extremely important thing. Hey everyone, I'm Alex, and one of the questions that I've received a ton since I started making Marvel Snap content has been simply, Alex, how fair is Marvel Snap's monetization system? Is it truly free-to-play friendly? Because we've all been in those situations where we've played games and you install it for free and you play for a bit, then you hit the paywall or you hit the Coccia system, or like in Hearthstone, you got to spend so much money for these card packs just to build a meta deck, and you got to buy powder kegs and Gwent. What's the catch in Marvel Snap? And right off the bat, first of all, I'm going to talk about all the monetization options. I'm going to talk about the value of the season pass, and I'm going to talk about the controversy that came before all of this with regards to the monetization that got pulled out of the game, because I think it's important you know that, because it got a ton of press, but things have changed. So anyways, let's get started with the foundation. Is it free to play friendly? Bear in mind, I have no incentive to lie to you. I think that it is extremely free-to-play friendly. In fact, I actually suggested on Twitch it might be too free-to-play friendly. I don't want these guys going out of business. I love this game. I think it's one of the best card games, if not the best card game I've ever played. So when I have 9,200 gold, I have 9,230 gold, I don't even know what to spend it on. I literally don't know what to spend it on, because I'm not being enticed enough. It's not getting ripped out of my hands like most games do, right? Like most games are like, well, I'm buying more card packs or whatever. Like, you find ways to spend that gold, which is the paid currency, by the way. The free currency is the credits. But anyways, I digress. It doesn't have that. It really does not pull that out, because the Nexus events, which we'll talk about shortly, was the thing that they were going to kind of use to get gold kind of siphoning out of people's accounts, and it was faced with so much backlash that they ultimately pulled it out. So I honestly think that the monetization system is incredibly fair. You can in fact collect every single card for free. It will take you slightly longer than someone who's paying their way, but as someone who has bought gold and used it to extend their progress, I'm going to tell you, like, you really don't extend it by that much by paying. So if you're someone who's looking to spend money, honestly, it feels kind of bad to spend it on your collection level, to be honest with you. So playing this completely free to play is perfect. I think it might be the best way to play this game, and then pay money for the things you really want to pay money for when you want to support the developers, because I think they have made a truly phenomenal game. Regardless, let's actually talk about the season pass, because I think the season pass represents a significant good value. Now, first of all, it's worth noting that the season pass does have a free variant. You will, for free, unlock various rewards along the path, but much like many season passes you're probably aware of, there's like a premium version that is being offered to you. So with regards to the season pass, the premium version costs $9.99 USD, which is United States dollars, and the premium pass, which is basically the battle pass plus 10 additional levels, so you start at level 10, is 15 American dollars. And bear in mind that depending on where you are, like I'm Canadian, so I pay a little more because of the exchange rate. If you're from Europe, if you're from South America, you will pay a different amount based on your local exchange, so bear that in mind. But the major question is, okay, is the season pass actually worth it? Like, let's say I only have 10 bucks I want to spend a month on a game, which is totally reasonable. You work hard for your damn money. Am I getting something for my 10 bucks? Right? Okay, I'm happy to report that the season pass is extremely generous, okay? I did the math, so you don't have to. For the $10, you will get 2,600 credits, and credits are what you use to upgrade your cards to progress your collection level, to unlock more cards and get additional rewards, including credits, ironically, which is a little strange, but so yes, you do get credits. You get 2,600 credits, levels 1 through 50. With regards to gold, a little skimpier on the gold, but still, for the $9.99 American, you will get 1,200 individual gold bars. So you get 1,200 gold for the 10 bucks, as long as you finish the battle pass, of course, which is pretty valuable because I'll show you what that's worth in just a moment. You also get about 7 variants. It kind of changes month to month. Sometimes they take a variant away and add a card back or something, but in this version here, you happen to get 7 variants. They are worth approximately 700 gold each. The result of that is that you are getting 4,900 gold worth of value from the variants being unlocked. which is pretty cool, right? Everyone likes variants, because I mean, this is a collectible game. Like, the whole idea of building a collection is half the fun. Trust me, it's what I love about this game. I'm pretty good at it too, but I actually love the collection part of it because it's just so cool. There's so much art in this Marvel universe that's worth collecting. And then you get about 350 boosters. I mean, for me, boosters are cringe because you just get boosters for free for playing. Every match, if it goes, you get 1 booster per turn played. So if you have a match that goes 6 turns, you get 6 boosters. If someone uses magic, you go 7 turns, you get 7 boosters, etc., etc. So you automatically just get boosters all the time. Like this 15 Miles Morales boosters. Like, this is like 2 games of playing. Like, who cares really, right? That's how I think about it. But anyway, so season caches, this is an important thing. So once you kind of scroll through the entire battle pass, it's literally just credits, boosters, variants, whatever, right? Oh, you also get avatars, but I mean, who cares really? You get these on the collection track as well. I mean, maybe you like, oh, that's the best avatar I've ever seen in my life. Well, then whatever. Okay, maybe you do love it. But when you get to level 50, 51, you start to unlock these season caches. And what they contain is like a 5% chance to get a variant worth 700 gold, and they have a various percentage chance to unlock like boosters, gold, and additional credits. So every single level, and you get this for free as well, whether you pay the 10 bucks or not. If you just get to level 51, you start unlocking these as well. And basically you get additional currency. You get tons of gold, you get tons of credits, and it actually adds up pretty fast. And usually I get to about level, like, I usually get to about level 75, 80 is where I end up on most seasons. So you can see, like, I'm unlocking like 25 season caches, sometimes getting like 150, 100, you know, gold credits, whatever. 200 credits I think is the max. 200 golds maybe the max. I can't even quite remember. But you get a lot. Like, you get the boosters, and it feels terrible, like, as I said, but the season caches are actually worth it. So overall, shining review on the season pass. I do think it's worth it, and I do think that you do get value from it. Okay, let's talk about the starter bundle. The starter bundle, or the welcome bundle I should say, 700 gold, and it gives you an avatar and a variant of Captain America. Looks pretty good. They say it's 8 times the value. Yeah, it's 8 times the value, kind of, if you consider what a avatar and a variant actually cost, because a variant, they range in the store from the common or rare variants, or whatever they call them, just regular variants that look kind of cool. They're 700 gold, and the 1200 gold variants are like the nicer ones that people, I guess, like better. I don't know. Pixel ones are 700 gold. That's nice, because I like the pixel ones. But what you'll notice is that 700 gold is not $4. If you scroll down here, 700 gold is actually 13. So theoretically, you are getting some value for what you spend. Is the variant worth it? I mean, it's up to you. It makes your card look cooler, and you get to, like, you know, upgrade that card, and you get to use boosters on it and stuff like that. And if you really love the Captain America avatar, then it's 100% worth it. I'm gonna buy it. I didn't buy it because I wanted to make a video on it, so I just, you know, I didn't know if I bought it if it would disappear or something, so that's why it's still here. But anyways, as you can see, the 700 gold really just buys you 1 variant. Right? Like, it's not that much. In fact, that's kind of what I talked about before, is that I think the variants are way too expensive. Like, I have 9,000 gold, and I do not want to spend it on these variants. I think they're way too much money. Even these, and now the super nice ones are like double the cost. I don't even want to do the math on how much, like, is 1,200, is this like 20 something dollars Canadian for me to buy this variant? It's too much. It's too much, man. I you know what? So that's kind of like one of those things where I'm like, man, I don't want to buy that. I feel like that's a total waste. So what do I spend my gold on? And then you go to the fast upgrade system. I talked about this in my upgrading video, but this is the biggest debate in the game. Never use this, okay? Never. I know there's people like, come on, why not? But you are wasting so much credits. Here's a perfect example. Here is Falcon, okay? I can upgrade this to uncommon for 50 credits. If I use that with just my normal boosters, it's 25 credits. So I'm spending way more of my credits, the currency that you really need to upgrade your actual collection track and unlock more cards. You wasted here. Like, you'll never be capped out on credits. You never will be. And if you're playing a lot, you're always going to be short on credits, because that's what you use to unlock additional cards. So wasting them in the fast upgrade shop is the biggest debate in this game, so don't do it. With regards to the actual credits, as you can see, so how do you actually kind of get the gold moving? Like, how do you actually progress yourself in the game by paying? Well, basically what you do is you can buy these are like 3 times a day. So you can buy 1,500 credits a day, and then, and you can spend, whatever, 1,200 gold, right? And the problem is as you can see, 1,200 gold is well, it's like $20. It's like $20. So you can spend $20 a day for 1,500 gold, and that's basically up like one infinity upgrade is 500 credits, and even then you have to spend, so like 500, and then 400 is the prior is the animated frame, and then 300 is the whatever, right? You have to spend a ton of credits to upgrade one card all the way to infinity. So that credit, it doesn't really get you that far. You spend $20 for one day and you get like a marginal increase in your collection level. So that's why I was saying before that like it's free to play friendly, but like you really don't get that much for your money. And I'm concerned about that, because you should like, when you spend money on a free to play game, it should feel good. Like you should like want to do it. Yeah, I'm supporting the dev team. Look at this cool thing I got. It just doesn't quite feel that way in this game yet. And I think they're trying to plan for monetization, but again, this is like Canadian mobile pricing, so I don't know how this will actually reflect in American dollars, for instance. But anyways, this is kind of the pricing that you're seeing for the gold and stuff like that. Maybe on PC Steam it's gonna be a little different, but this is what you can expect. But regardless, I do think that the game's monetization system is extremely well balanced. It's extremely free to play friendly, and no matter what, when you actually go to your collection track, you truly can collect every single card in this game for free. I think that's the one thing that a lot of people really want to know. Can I actually complete my collection for free? Yes, you can, and that's, I think, an extremely important thing. I want to take a second to talk about the Nexus events, because when they were announced and released during the beta seasons, the entire community went up in a fit of rage, because what happened was that it was completely unfair and it went against the spoken direction that Second Dinner and Ben Brode had kind of mentioned as for the monetization model of this game. And basically, a lot of YouTubers made videos saying, I'm boycotting Marvel Snap, I'll never play it again. For the record, I bet you they're pretty much all back because this game is good. But anyways, what happened was they said, oh, we're going to be making this Nexus event and it's going to be a ton of fun and, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be a good way to spend your gold. Everyone's like, nice. We don't have a good way to spend our gold, like I just talked about now, right? And then so everyone's thinking, okay, is it a PvE event? Nexus event sounds like some sort of PvE event. Sounds good. Everyone's excited. Loot boxes. It was loot boxes where you can basically pay gold to get these freaking loot boxes that maybe gave you like these good cards that were like, oh, it was so bad. It was awful, and it went against what the team had said they were going to do. And to their credit, they did listen to the community. They pulled out the Nexus events. They said they were going to rethink how they're going to do the additional monetization of the game, which they've still not released, by the way. And they said that they were going to fully refund every single gold piece and dollar that was spent on those loot boxes. So good on them, they made it right, but it did provide a huge cloud over Marvel Snap's monetization, which is why I really want to make this video, because I think that a lot of people needed to hear from somebody who's been playing since the early beta, which I have been, that I think this monetization system is truly fair. If anything, I think it's too lenient, as I mentioned before. I'm sitting on over 9,000 gold. I don't even know what to spend it on, and yes, I've paid some money to speed up my progress, but I quickly realized it wasn't even really worth it. And so if you're a free-to-play player and you want to be free to play, I think this is honestly the perfect game for you. Like as it stands right now, like I cannot think of a single negative thing to say about it from a monetization standpoint. You will be strapped for credits. That's the one thing, that's like the one nagging kind of thing that happens to you, where it's like you want to upgrade your cards, because when you upgrade your cards, you get to basically increase your collection level and unlock more cards, and you're going to be out of credits, right? It's going to happen. And thankfully, and this is something I should have mentioned, which I'm leaving a little late here, you do actually make a lot of credits along the way. And first of all, you do have like these weekly challenge, which you only have to complete 25 missions of, and the weekly challenge gets you like 500 credits, 100 gold, 900 season pass XP, and then like they kind of ramps up 350, 250, 25, whatever, right? You get it kind of as you go along, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But the nice thing is that like if you actually look at it per day you get 3 common missions or easy missions worth 150 credits. I've already unlocked a couple, but anyways. And then you get 3 hard missions worth 100. So you're getting quite a bit of actual credits for free and season pass experience, but the credits are kind of more important, honestly, and you get quite a bit. And so just by playing the game and making sure your missions are never like completely just full. Like, you always want them to be, you know, for instance, I know this. Basically, they reset at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 times a day. So basically, and they reset twice, 2 missions at once. So 1 easy, 1 hard, right? So I always make sure that every time there's a reset coming, I'm at least 4 of 6. So I get 2 additional missions. As long as you're on top of these missions, you're going to have lots of credits. The weekly challenges, they've actually even made easier than they were before. It used to be 35 completed missions for a weekly, not 25. So they actually reduced it quite significantly. So long story short, guys, if you are concerned about the monetization of this game, do not be. I think it is a-okay. And I know that this is a pretty long video of me discussing monetization, but honestly, I think it's pretty solid. And I also think that you should check out this next video, especially if you're new to the game. I think it's super helpful. Thank you guys for watching. If you've watched this far, I really appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next Marvel Snap video.